What's up, everybody? The day is finally here, and one of us
Yeah, and then,
overslept.
well, they did move this back to 8 a.m. for some reason.
By the way, not my call on that
Yeah.
one. Not my call.
The day after St. Patty's Day of every.
I didn't even think of that. Oh, you remembered coffee. I didn't.
Yeah.
Fail.
Otherwise, no
What's
way
up,
I'd be.
everybody? Concert announced day is finally here. Freestyle Explosion Throwback Jam. The big announcement 13 minutes away. Yes, we do have to wait until 8 o'clock sharp to reveal this year's lineup. But for those of you who've been to a Freestyle Explosion in the past, you know how this goes, man. It's nonstop all night long. It's not like a headliner and an opening act and then they call it a day. It's like a dozen different performers all doing their biggest hits, then getting off stage so the next performer can jump on. And your boy who hosts this show, me, has about 2 chances in the entire night for a bathroom break. That's how it goes.
Yeah, it's a tight ship they run over there.
It is. I'm Gino, as you may know me from Q105 to my that way. Yeah, that way.
Yeah,
That's DJ
that way.
host.
Or you're that way. I'm this way.
Saturday Night Dance Party. And we are your hosts for this year's big event. Our other host is still snoring, apparently. Who didn't see that?
Yeah, Slice. Yeah. Well, it said they got your email yesterday and it said 10 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I can do that. And then
I was even a little perturbed that it had to be 9:45 because I don't have time to chat with everybody and catch up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, here we go. 8 o'clock, big announcement. Q105 Saturday Night Dance Party presents the big one. Boom! Freestyle Explosion Throwback Jam, Amalie Arena. It's all about the artist, though. That's what everybody's waiting for, and we have to wait 12 more minutes before we can reveal all. But we'll let you know the ticket on sale info. We'll also let you know a special pre-sale code that let you skip the line and buy the best seats in the house. We'd love to have Q105 listeners lining the first 3 or 4 rows. And it worked out great these past couple of years, so we're going to do it again. We're going to give you that special pre-sale code that will let you get in before the general public gets in. What's up? Roller Skating Arena is in the house. Who else we got? Peggy from Long Island, who still hasn't been to a Freestyle Explosion Throwback Jam. Come on, Peggy. Get your butt in there. Tina, good morning to you. And let's see. Roller Skating Arena says, I never sit in my seat that she even paid for. Yeah, that's kind of the way it goes. It's an all-night dance-a-thon when we do these concerts. And it'll be no different this year. Slice from a Slice. You're the one that woke up, not him. Huff, who was your favorite performer on last year's lineup?
Last year's 69 Boys are always a riot.
Yeah.
If I remember right. And Shannon was great. That was the first time I've gotten to see her at one of these. So that was awesome, too.
I think I've told this story before, but I remember the first time I had Shannon on the lineup was the first one I ever hosted was at USF. And she walked in with this like entourage and, she's got the big hair and the shades on and it's inside. I'm like, I better not talk to her. She looks like a total biatch. Totally not the case. One of the nicest humans you will ever meet. Shannon and her husband, just complete sweethearts. And it was so good to have them back last year in Amalie Arena. For me, I'm a Rob Bass guy. So anytime I see Rob Bass, I'm a happy guy. And we've had him, fortunately, now for about, 3 Q105 shows here in the past 2 years. And I can never see Rob enough, man. That was like one of my first artists that got me out of my hairband phase because I was a total like metalhead as a kid. Bon Jovi, Skid Row, Motley Crue, Warrant, Slaughter, and all the. I still love that stuff, but it was a TV show that was on cable like back in the day. It was called Dance Party USA, and they play all this kind of music that we play on the dance party. And for me, it was just Rob Bass that really brought the party last year. Oh, look who finally decided to wake up. Good morning, DJ Slice.
Good morning. Good morning. How you feeling? I was up. I was just watching from the outside. I was watching.
There you go.
I heard you. Like our boy who apparently can't get up. I was up. I'm exhausted though.
Yeah, you got little ones, man. I've
been looking down on my phone trying to share this on my Facebook, and of course, they make it difficult now. So
Slice, let's stay focused. We don't need tech support here. Slice, you do a lot of these, man. So I know the lineups get all jumbled in your head because we just see the one in Tampa, but Slice travels the country with the Freestyle Explosion tour. Who are some of the newer performers? We haven't revealed the lineup yet. We still have 9 more minutes, but who are some of the performers that like have been added on over the past couple of years that have like blown up for you?
For most of the time, I mean, you know, we did Little Susie for the most part. Lime has also jumped aboard. Judy Torres is starting to hit some of the areas that haven't she hasn't gotten to, especially on the West Coast. So there's a lot of different new acts that are coming out. There's Sarah's coming back out. Um, you know, so it's pretty cool to see the lineup change as much as it does. And even so, like you may see some people that are on this lineup that may not be on the lineup for the West Coast. So
Yep.
I like how he changes it up a little bit. I think it goes by a little bit as far as demand. Um, how they do it, I'm not sure, because you know there's some artists that are very big on the West Coast that aren't big on the East Coast, and they're from the East Coast. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But the same thing, you know, when I got to do the Brazil tour with Stevie, it's like, you know, some of the artists that are big over there aren't even big in the U.S. and they're from the U.S.
What's Stevie got going on these days? Is he doing the best thing that he does, which is relax, or is he?
No, this was the first year he actually threw his own shows. It's called a Baile de Sonhos, which is means it's like the dance ball. We did the Brazil tour in 7 days, 4 different stops. We were on a tour bus every single day. We did a show, did a tour, drove a whole day, did a show, drove a whole day, did a show. So it's kind of amazing. What a great experience I've got to see. And but I'll tell you right now, man, the freestyle throwback jams is something unique over there. I mean, they don't call it that because they don't know it as that, but you're talking 40,000 plus people that is actually coming to these shows. It's so amazing, and when I got off the plane, like, you know, because everyone thinks I'm Stevie's son, you know, that's why I think I'm the Prince of Radio. So it's like they think I'm his son, and it's super crazy, bro. It's like they
That's
were
when Slice
crying.
says, "No, I'm his grandson."
Do you remember? Yeah, right. Do you remember like when Prince would come out, like how the fans would go bananas, like crawl and cry, like that's how they were with Stevie. And I'm like, dude, are you serious? And they would come up to me and kiss me and hug me. I'm like, Stevie, like, what's up with these people? Like, I get that a little bit of attention, but not as bad when I was in Brazil. He's like, because they think you're my son. I'm like, and they are serious. They think he's a god over there. That's the way. Watch this. That's the way they look.
Hey, listen, we kind of feel that way about him around these parts too.
Yeah,
man. Why, and I don't want to spoil the surprise, but those of you from the Q105 Facebook page who may not know who DJ Slice is, he's Stevie B's official tour DJ, and you're thinking, well, if Stevie B's tour DJ is on for this big announce, it must mean Stevie B is coming to Freestyle Explosion. We can't reveal that yet. That's coming up in 6 minutes. But for crying out loud, what the hell would Freestyle Explosion be without the king of freestyle?
Amen to that. That's definitely true. But it's, you know, I always call them the top three, you know, but this one's got top four, and I'm really excited about this one because we usually don't get, you know, most people don't know. You'll either get a Stevie and Lisa and not the other two, or you'll get, you know, Stevie and the other one and not Lisa and the other one. So it's pretty dope. You'll see exactly what we're talking about when we reveal the lineup. But
5 minutes away, baby. They're actually, I counted 3 acts I've never seen before. So
yeah,
I know it's got to be tough for Alan, who puts all of this together for Pacific Concert Group. It's got to be tough because everybody has their favorite. You know, it's like for me, we were just talking about how Shannon and Rob Bass are 2 of my favorites. I got to say they're not on the lineup this year, but I'm okay with that because here's the thing about Rob and Shannon. It's like they're in that rotation. Maybe we see them again in a couple of years. But the way that Alan does it, it keeps it fresh every year because you don't want to have the exact same lineup every year. Yeah, of course, you always want to see your favorites, and you're never going to make everyone happy.
But you know what's crazy, Gina, is that we sit here and we could say that, but you know what? I bet you the fans will come support regardless. Like if it's the same lineup, like, you know, these people don't realize that, like the East Coast, like, you know, Fever Records, which where a lot of these artists get to come from, they throw like weekly parties. You know what I mean? So to them, it's like you just saw the same show, and you'll go, you know, 30 miles down the road, and you're going to go watch the same show again. And they're getting a couple thousand people. What I like about Pacific Concert Group is that they do it all over the world. You know what I mean? It's not just in one specific location. You know, where New York gets it all the time, Tampa doesn't get it all the time. Orlando doesn't get it all the time. The West Coast doesn't get it at all unless we're doing it. Or, you know, there's a couple other, but Alan is definitely the big dog in the game. I'm blessed not even just to be doing the freestyle explosions. I do them all. I tour with Ice. You know,
Yeah, there's
we
like an
got
R&B
Ice
tour they do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do. He does multi genres. You know, we're talking old schools. I was just with the Stylistics and Delphonics. I mean, it's super
Nice.
awesome with these type of people.
Folks, we're about 3 minutes away from the reveal of this year's lineup for Freestyle Explosion Throwback Jam coming to Tampa. By the way, I think this is the 5th year in a row. You were talking about how a lot of markets just don't get this show ever. Some get it every other year. Tampa was one of those that got it every other year. We used to trade it off with Orlando. And, I mean, that was great that we still got the show every other year, but we've had such a great turnout over the past few years that not only are we back every year, we're back every year at Amalie freaking Arena again. Yeah.
And the
first year that I hosted the show, we were at USF at the gym at USF, and that was a fun show. But like, you know, that's like a 2,000 or 3,000 seat arena, and when you have 2,000 or 3,000 seats versus 10,000 or 15,000 seats, so there's a different level of act that you can, you know, pay to put on stage. And the fact that we're at Amalie Arena again this year blows my mind. Like every year, I'm like, oh, now it's going to be 2 years probably before we see the show again. So we got to thank everybody who's watching right now, who's been to these Freestyle Explosion shows over the past 4 or 5 years. You're the reason we get to do this again this summer.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head. You know, a lot of these places, and it breaks my heart because I really love some of these areas. We don't get to go back in the market again. Sometimes we wait. You know, like Philly waits 2-3 years. Sometimes
I was going to mention Philly. That's your town, man. You got the Eagles.
Everyone, and it's bad because when I'm here, they're like, you know, they see me on these shows. Like, so when you're coming back this way with it? When you come back, I'm like, we're not this year, you know. So next year, we're hoping to come back into. I'm hoping to come back into.
We are 1 minute away, by the way, everybody. We are 1 minute away.
That's it. So you know, Orlando. I don't think Orlando is going to see a freestyle explosion this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's just me. I think it was on the books. I think it was in the loops, but I don't think we're going in that market this year. So Tampa's going to be the only
that surprises me. I thought you guys were going to Orlando too. So thank you for choosing Tampa, Alan. If you're watching. All right, guys, we are about less than a minute away now. Freestyle Explosion Throwback Jam. Once this reveal is made, we will come back to you and give you some very important information. We're going to let you know, first of all, when do tickets go on sale to the public. More importantly, I think most of you are here because we're going to give you a special code, a special pre-sale code that will let you skip the line, get your tickets on Thursday, 24 hours before the general public gets access to seats. You're going to get the seats that are the best ones in the house.
You won't have to wait till 8 a.m. either. You can get to 10 a.m. I don't know who.
Are you ready? Hoof, you ready?
We're doing it. Yep, let's do this.
3, 2, 1.
It's coming Saturday night, August 10th, to the Amalie Arena. The Pacific Concert Group presents the Freestyle Explosion Throwback Jam. Starring Stevie B. Mr. Lisa. Expose. TKA K7. Sweet Sensation starring Betty B. George Lamont. The Freestyle Explosion with No Sarah. Live. And Will to Power. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com or the Amalie Arena box office. Don't miss Stevie B, Lisa, Expose, TKA, and more. Saturday night, August 10th at the Amalie Arena. The Freestyle Explosion Throwback Jam.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. There it is. Dude, I've never seen Lime before. I can't tell you
Lime
how excited I am.
Super awesome. Joy is just, she's a bundle of joy. I love her to death. She is the original female lead singer. Rob isn't added on, of course, because what's his name passed away. But I tell you, I love her to death. She's just super amazing.
Yeah.
But what I was getting to at the very beginning, you don't normally get on all our shows. You won't normally always get Stevie, Lisa, Expose, and TKA. It's just usually because that's just a heavy lineup as it is right there at 4. Now you're getting those extra acts, so it's gonna be crazy, man. I'm super excited about it. I love Amalie Arena. It's always a good time there. Some people
let me just give it to everybody once again because they got all thrown at them so fast. But here we go. Let me give you the full lineup. Coming to Freestyle Explosion Throwback Jam, Amalie Arena, August 10th. The man, of course, Stevie B on top, your headliner for the night. Lisa is back. A lot of people missed her last year. We had Taylor Dane, who was great, but Lisa, man, it's Stevie and Lisa. It's got to be there. And they're back together again, headlining this year's Freestyle Explosion. Another one, Expose. Dude, so many hits. Point of No Return, Come Go With Me, Let Me Be the One. Seasons change. Everybody forgets their slow jams. Freestyle Explosion, you get everything. You're going to see TKA, of course, with K7. You get TKA doing Maria. And then I'll never forget, like, it's so pathetic that it took me like almost 45 years of life to realize that K7 was the guy from TKA. I always loved the song Come Baby Come, and the first time I saw TKA, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, Come Baby Come and move it like this.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
George freaking Lamond, who we had this awesome moment with that I've got ready to show, guys. You fellas remember this.
That was awesome.
Sometimes,
I know where you're going.
Up at these concerts, like sometimes they're just hanging out backstage, and I saw George hanging out backstage. For those who don't know, George Lamond is from Wesley Chapel. Well, not from Wesley Chapel, but he lives there now. So I saw George. I'm like, dude, come on stage for a couple seconds. And then this magical little moment happened.
Listen, we're going to get back to the music, I promise, in a second. But I've got a friend. He's from Wesley Chapel, and he thinks he can sing. He's just a friend of mine named George. I just love it. If you would just listen to him for a second. Just for a second. His name is George. He's from Wesley Chapel. I know the way you came along. My life is so changed. Instead of going on, my life was rearranged. How I wonder why you just pushed my love aside. You do me in the gutter and you left me there to lie. You got a future, kid. You got a future. You just gotta give me a try. George Lamond!
I love that.
That still gives me the chills. It was an awesome time that he did that. A lot of artists don't like doing that, but that was awesome that he did that. You have some pretty cool ones, and you'll have some ones just, listen, I'm out for the night. I'm not doing it.
I got to say this, though. Every time I've done Freestyle Explosion, one thing I've always noticed, like when I do a lot of ensemble shows, these are called when there are so many different performers, most people either will just stay in their dressing room, and that's it. The thing about Freestyle Explosion I love, and I've had videos I posted of this, a lot of times you're going to see the artist standing after they get done with their set. They don't just pack up and go back to their hotel. They'll stand at the side of the stage and just start dancing and just reliving all of this with all of us. It's like a big class reunion.
You don't see that in every market either, I'll tell you that. Yeah,
it brings it, man.
Everything is very different, man. It's just, especially when it comes like the hip-hop world. They're not the same, It's like they want to be left alone. Once they're done, they collect their check and they're gone. But this is always awesome. I love Tampa. It's a good time there all the time.
All right, so Stevie B, Lisa, Expose, TKA with K7, George Lamond, Sweet Sensation, dude, with Betty D. I saw them at Slice's concert in Daytona Beach on my birthday party weekend we did a couple years ago. And Sweet Sensation, you watch them on stage, you think it's still 1989. Yeah,
she's fire too. She's got a lot of, for an older woman, man. Betty, I love you if you're watching, but she's got some energy. I was just with her on a freestyle cruise just a couple of weeks ago, and she's just, man, she's an explosion herself.
Yeah, will to power. So you got to hear Dreamin'. Plus, a lot of people forget, Ken, it's Freestyle Explosion. We think of all the up-tempo dance songs, but Will to Power had one of the biggest hits of the 80s with that cover of the Peter Frampton song, Baby, I Love Your Way. Did they do that one live? I've never seen Will to Power live.
The first time I'm going to be on there with them. And it's crazy because, somebody like the lineup we just announced, we don't have they're on, I think they're only like one or two other shows out of the four that we have. So like we didn't get Judy Torres in Tampa. Alan, I don't know why you didn't do it, but it's okay. I'm not upset.
Listen, the show already ends at like midnight.
I know.
We're old people. As much as we love to go till 3 and 4 in the morning, it's not 1989 anymore.
Yeah, man, you're right. But it's definitely going to be a night to remember as always, man.
All right, the two acts that I'm pumped most about, and I have to give Hoof, can you fix your camera so you're not shooting in the daylight? You look like you're still sleeping.
Well, the sun's coming up and those windows behind you. So
if anybody wants to watch the sunrise,
I can't turn the sun off.
All right.
And then those blinds are real bitch to close. So
okay, great. Okay, so the reason I bring Hoof for this, Hoof put one of these songs in one of our mixes back on the dance party about a year or two ago, and I was like, what the hell song is this? Because again, like Slice was saying, some hits are kind of regional. And he played this song, Baby, We're Gonna Love Tonight. I'm like, what the hell song is this? Wow. And after listening to it, I'm like, this is one of my favorite jams I've ever heard.
And they got Native Love too, which is pretty dope. That's actually a big track in Chicago.
Have to listen to that one. Hoof, where do you remember that song from? Because you're not from here either.
No, I heard it on the radio, I think, in St. Louis on a mix show, and that's the only way that I know it. And I think the jock actually said something about it. So that was like back in 1991 or something like that.
Baby I Love Tonight was a very big. It was very big in the wedding community, I should say. That's where I started learning about Lime. Actually, it's pretty crazy.
And then the last one, another one that I've never seen before. This is gonna be my first time seeing No Sarah. Summertime.
Yeah.
What have you seen them yet, Slice?
They have another one. I've been with her before, not on a Freestyle Explosion, but she's been on with us before. You know who we used to get a lot that we don't get much of anymore is New Shoes. Remember New Shoes?
Yeah, we play that song a lot still.
I don't see them around as much anymore, but this lineup is definitely going to be pretty dope. I mean, to have even if you just take, like I said, the 4 big major acts, you never get all 4 like that. This is the only lineup that we have them on too, out of all 4 shows.
Wow.
To get all 4 on the one. So that's pretty big. It's pretty huge.
Tampa, we're definitely lucky. Let me pull up. I'm trying to pull up the let's see, the final lineup here for everybody to see in one shot. There it is.
Oh.
Let me hit that button. There we go. Much better. There it is, everybody. The Freestyle Explosion Throwback Jam lineup. Coming to Amalie Arena August 10th. Now, here's the deal. Tickets going on sale to the public, as you heard in the spot there, Friday, 10 a.m. through Ticketmaster. You get them at the Amalie Arena box office, all the normal Ticketmaster outlets. However, Q105, we love to fill out the first 3 or 4 rows with nothing but Q105 listeners, so we're doing it again, a special pre-sale. This is the code you're going to need. It's real easy to remember. Freestyle, okay? Thursday morning, 10 o'clock, if you have that code Freestyle, you can jump in and buy tickets before everyone else gets to buy them on Friday. That means you get to buy the front row. That means even if you don't want the front row seats, because that means they're like $150, something like that. Maybe you want to be close, but not that close. You'll still be able to get the front row of just about any section you want with that pre-sale code Freestyle. Okay, let me pull this up here because I forgot about this as well. Boom, there you go. That will remind people who are just jumping in. Thursday morning, 10 a.m. for that freestyle. Freestyle for the pre-sale code there. What else did I have? Guys, there was some. Oh, and of course, being on the radio, people always ask me, is Q105 giving away tickets? Answer, yes. All this week on my show at 420. We've never given away tickets during prime time, so I'm kind of excited. We've always given away tickets on the dance party, but on my afternoon show this week, we'll be giving away Freestyle Explosion tickets before you can even buy them. Every afternoon this week at 420. The dance party, yes, we'll be doing just like we've done in previous years. You'll hear the Freestyle Explosion Song of the Night. That will start in June. And then in June, July, and August, every Saturday night, we'll give away a pair of tickets when we play that Freestyle Explosion Song of the Night. Fellas, am I forgetting anything?
No, I think you're on point.
I think that all works.
Let me see because I had my notes because I forget things. I'm getting to that age. Let's go to the chat room, by the way, because everybody's been chiming in here. Angela says, I can't wait. Same, Angela, same. Jeanette says, brings her back to the high school days. That's what the best part about this is. It's like a high school reunion without your annoying classmates that you never wanted to see again.
You might run into them anyway.
Yeah, they might be there.
True. But like with Facebook, the whole thing of a high school reunion, it's so unnecessary now. Like we know what everybody had for lunch every day. It's like, anyway. Laura says it's going to be good. I disagree. I think it's going to be awesome.
Not going to be good. It's going to be great.
Yeah, Bobby Joe, going to be an awesome one this year. Roller skating Raina. I know you don't have your coffee, but thanks for that. Yeah, that's we have Alan to thank for this 8 a.m. wake up time, fellas. Laura says, woohoo! Dave, Date Night Dave. That was a super fun surprise. Freestyle Cruise, yeah. What they doing that again next year? Slice the freestyle.
They do it every year, yeah. It's usually in February. They usually do it. It's not part of the Freestyle Explosion, but there's a Freestyle Cruise that Cynthia does. It's a charitable event.
Out of Miami?
Yeah. Normally it's out of Orlando.
Oh,
I think. Or excuse me, it's normally out of Miami. This one, this February coming, 2025, it's leaving out of Orlando area. Port Canaveral, I think it is.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's
Cape Canaveral. That's where
Cape
the
Canaveral,
spaceships take off. Randy
how
says,
the hell does a boat get out of Orlando? But
that would be a bit of a challenge.
You're different, Huff.
Have to use that Mickey Mouse magic to make that happen.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. So there you go. Everybody who might have jumped on late, let me give you the quick rundown. Freestyle Explosion, August 10th, Amalie Arena. Yes, it's back in Tampa again. Slice dropping the news here a few minutes ago. It looks like Orlando won't be getting a Freestyle Explosion. I think there was plans to, but, you know, Tampa always shows up. Oh, but Orlando. No, actually, Orlando always shows up. Actually, they had a near sellout last year, I think, didn't they?
Yeah, the year before they did.
Yeah.
Last year was the first year we went into no, that was the second year. Amway, excuse me. UCF is it or UFC?
UCF. Yeah.
Yeah.
UFC is the.
Yeah, that was that was a sellout one. That was the year I first met you.
Oh wow! You know it's been like 6 years, dude.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
And I'll never forget, like somebody mentioned Johnny O earlier. Slice and I had an interesting first week of getting to know each other. It's like I get a call from. I better not tell the story.
No, that was hysterical. Though, hey, it worked out good. Though, it worked out good.
It did in the end, but oh my god, I thought we were gonna have a hit put out on me. Okay. Also, Stevie B, Lisa, Expose. You see the lineup there on your screen. They're all coming this year, all on one night. If you've never been to a Freestyle Explosion, I cannot impress upon you enough. Go to the bathroom before the show. There's no downtime.
Gino, I've learned at the age of 30 and over, you just can't miss the bathroom.
No.
So it's okay to go on yourself if you have to, because the acts are just that fire that you're going to keep back to back. So, you know, it is what it is. Prepare for the worst. That's all.
It's piss in your empty beer can.
That's it. That's it. It'll work out.
George Lamont coming back. You know, hey, he must have passed that audition that we showed you earlier, because that kid from Wesley Chapel.
I was going to say, coming back, he wasn't even on the explosion. He just gave a little lips. Now he's going to get you to get the full show of his.
Well, George was on Freestyle Explosion about 4 years ago in Tampa. Problem was he got on stage and there was some kind of mishap with the audio. And like half of his set got cut off because they couldn't get the audio situation resolved.
For all of those that are going to Tampa, we are using a new audio company. It's been going with us to most. Yeah. The problem with a lot of what they used to do is that they get these outside companies. They don't know like who they are in them certain areas.
Yeah.
We actually have a traveling company that's been coming with us to most of these places now. So.
Yeah, I don't bring it up for so much for that reason. The reason I bring it up is because, you know, George has such an amazing raw live vocal that it wasn't even a problem. He just started doing stuff a cappella, and the dude can sing, and it almost kind of was better that way.
Yeah. Well, brought it up. I've still seen it on the comments on some of these things about the audio from last year.
I had people ask me to turn up the bass, and I got nothing to do with that.
It happens, you know what? And then you'll get the people that are in their far back saying, "Can you please turn it down?" It's just you can never please everybody, you know.
No, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You got that sensitive level in your life where you some have good hearing, some don't have good hearing. Stevie will play the blast. Huh?
No, I was just wrapping up the lineup. Nocero, Will to Power, Sweet Sensation, Lime, George, TK, Expose, Lisa, Stevie, all coming August 10th. Tickets on sale Friday. Again, you can jump the line and get the best seats if you want to jump in front of the rest of the general public. Thursday morning, 10 a.m. Code word Freestyle. Just that. No Q105 this year, just Freestyle. We're teaming up with Pacific Concert Group to get that done. And yes, free tickets on Q105 all this week at 420. I believe Rico on the night show is also going to be giving away tickets, but my show's better. 420 this afternoon and all week. Fellas, Slice, you're going to be ripping up on stage, I'd imagine, as people take their seats.
Yes, sir, as always. And then, you know, opening up for the one and only.
By the way, if you want to start dropping a request now, something you want to dance to in the seats, maybe there's a performer that you wanted to see and you want Slice to maybe mix that in before the show.
Yeah, always.
What's your email, Slice?
And if they know, they can come to the show. They get that possible side stage access experience that we do now. You know, we started that 2 years ago. But you can follow me at DJ Slice 215, or you know, you always go through Gino and get to me. We'll make it happen. We'll play your request up there one way or another.
It's a great point though about social media that I forgot to mention. If you don't already, chances are you do if you're on this right now, but Follow all of us on our socials, because the day of the show, just kind of cool moments we can have. Like, during the show, it's crazy. But like, I love to take a few minutes and hang out, take pictures with people like up near the merch area. So follow us on social media. We'll let you know maybe of any last minute additions or any post parties or pre parties, or you never know. Follow Hoof Slice and I on socials. If you don't need them, I'll throw them up in the comments of this video here a little later today. Fellas, it's 8:17 in the morning. Do you think it's time to go to bed now?
I'm not,
probably.
Unfortunately, I got to keep going. I've been up since 7, but I've jumped on a little later because I had to take care of my pop for a second. But I got some running around to do. Like you said, us DJs don't like getting up this early. This is hella early for me.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I'm probably up for the rest of the day now too. So,
all right.
How the hell you go to sleep in there with the sunlight coming through you?
this ain't my bedroom, so.
All right. Even in my living room, my house is a blacked out house during the day. I'm just saying, I could make a light in here if I want to.
I like this. I like sunlight, so.
Yeah, I am vitamin D deficient, so I probably should go out there.
All right, fellas, let's hit it with one more time. Here, we'll play the announcement. If those of you who are tuning in late, we'll play the announcement again for you next and wrap it up right here. But we will see you August 10th. Freestyle Explosion Throwback Jam at Amalie Arena.
It's coming Saturday night, August 10th, to the Amalie Arena. The Pacific Concert Group presents the Freestyle Explosion Throwback Jam. Starring Stevie B. Mr. Lisa. Expose. TKAK7. Sweet Sensation starring Benny D. George Lamont. The Freestyle Explosion with No Sarah. Live. And Will to Power. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com or the Amalie Arena box office. Don't miss Stevie B, Lisa, Expose, TKA, and more. Saturday night, August 10th at the Amalie Arena. The Freestyle Explosion